Hello everyone, I'm Richard Engel, and I love AFS. I love the AFS volunteers. You are the ones who make this program work. You are the ones who make the students feel comfortable, which is not easy considering they are away from their families in a foreign environment, and you make the host families feel comfortable, and it is absolutely nerve-wracking for them. They are hosting teenagers who are likely to get into trouble in a foreign environment where they generally, at least at first, don't speak the language. That's how I felt when I first went to Italy so many years ago. I was in Palermo, Sicily, and it was the greatest experience of my life. I showed up there at 16. The family had a room that was detached from their apartment where I stayed, so I was able to go down, spend time with the family, socialize with them, eat with them, which was absolutely amazing, and then go back and sleep in what was effectively my own little private apartment. So at 16 years old, I had this family that was cooking the best meals in the world for me, teaching me Italian, and I had my own private digs not far away. I don't think I've lived that well since then. It was amazing. It was eye-opening. But AFS is not just about tourism. It's not just about giving a teenager a fun experience. It's about learning a language, learning about a foreign culture, and opening doors. Because for the first time ever, I was able to not only see myself, but see myself and my country from a different perspective. I saw how people saw me when they are living outside the borders of the United States. And it was transformative to see my life, my understanding, my background, my friends, all from a totally new perspective. It was like I was suddenly a fish in a fishbowl, but I could see what everybody else saw from outside the tank. And I remember having this one distinct thought that I thought was pretty sophisticated for a 16-year-old, and it was that all people are basically the same, that the sound of a baby crying is the same, makes the same noise, invokes the same response, whether it's in the Middle East or Asia or Latin America. And I still believe that all these years later, but unfortunately it is an increasingly rare belief. We are now in a time when we're talking more about borders. We're talking more about nationalism. We're talking more about the differences among us as we compete for resources, compete for space on this planet. And it has all gotten much, much worse because of the COVID pandemic. People aren't traveling as much, people are afraid of each other, and most importantly, they are afraid of the other, things that are unfamiliar. But the unfamiliar is what AFS is all about. Going to a place, figuring it out, that hint of danger that is always present when you're going into a completely new environment. That's all positive. It makes you think. It makes you think about the world. It makes the world, I believe, a more interesting place and a more peaceful place. And it is something that we need. It is something that I firmly believe we will get back to, hopefully, one day soon. And you, all the volunteers, make that happen. So don't lose hope. This experience and these kinds of experiences, that spirit of adventure, which frankly makes the world a more fun and interesting place to live in, will come back.